It's yin. So you need all your props. You need your bolsters, you need your blankets, and you need a strap. And we are going to drop deep into the body, the pelvis, the heart. Right off the bat, you can take your bolster behind you and you can take a blanket and either fold it or roll it up to go behind the bolster, just like that. Now, it's nice to have another big cushion, anything that you can find from your couch, and you can just place that next to you because you might choose to use it. And then from here, from here, you are going to sit with your cushion behind you and come into a gentle cross-legged position. So take your left shin in front of your right, your left shin in front of the right shin. And sit with the bolster behind. Place your palms onto your knees and take a few deep breaths to center in. Gently begin to settle into your brain and take a moment to listen to what's in there, whatever it is that arises. It could be stories you tell yourself. It could just be a mess of everything. Or maybe it's very spacious today. Get really quiet to listen. The breath will start to pull your attention into it as you become quiet. And after listening to the breath for a few cycles, gently soften into your heart space. Is your heart and your mind in coherence, or are they pulling in two different directions? When we are able to bring the heart and the mind into coherence, you will find that this alignment opens the doors and opens the way to everything before you. Because the universe has no choice but to respond to that alignment and to open the way as you need it. Pick your left foot up, slide your right heel away a little, and place your left foot on top of your right knee. You now have shin over shin. With my hips, I stay right here. If you do not have much space between both your shins, you can shift your weight forward, even walk your hands forward and lean over your shins. For some of us, that is not going to happen. If for you that space is available, please take it. For myself, I'll stay upright in this shape. Just put my timer on. And now you can begin to observe your breath becoming soft and gentle, relaxing with each exhale as you allow yourself to settle into your seat now. If you have space, you might lean forward and take up some of that space. And you are here for just over another minute, settling into your seat. My mother was taking a dangerous walk in the garden. I did not want to see an accident. She forgets what she's doing. The hips will speak to you. Exploring that conversation. Notice if you can relax the diaphragm and move into deeper space in the hips. If there's tension in the horizontal tissues of the body. Lift the gaze. And very gently step your left foot onto the ground and slide your right heel closer to your left seat, your glute. Place your hands on your cushion and gently take your spine over your cushion and bring your blanket underneath your head. Pick your left foot up, catch it, slide it as high up your right thigh as you can, and then release the foot. The foot should be on the right thigh. If you are feeling too much intensity into that left hip, you can take your other cushion, slide it underneath the left knee or thigh to create a little bit of support. If you are now feeling comfortable and you can settle into this shape, you might choose to reach your arms overhead, loosely hold onto palms and relax your elbows. Soften your eyes and take your breath into the heart space, just allowing for this gentle back bend and the deepening sensation into the hips. If this shape is altogether too challenging right now, place your left foot on the ground over the right shin, and this will lessen the intensity. If your left foot is perfectly comfortable on that right thigh, keep it there as you take a breath, big and three-dimensional, through the ribs, allowing the heart space to open, the shoulders creating space, and the neck beautifully supported in this shape. As with all of our yin shapes, find the stillness, the still point, and settle into it for the given length of time, ensuring that the body is comfortable but challenged as well. Over time of lying here, you'll find various little openings happening. Could be around the ribs, might be in the hips, could be the lower back. Sometimes it translates as discomfort, and other times it translates as release. Sometimes you need to feel the discomfort before the release arrives. So just stay with me a little bit longer. Breathing into the tight spaces. Relax the pelvis. Let the tension go. Bring your arms back down to the ground if they're overhead. Carefully place the left foot on the earth, followed by the right. Relax the hips for some moments, buttocks to ground, the spine still in the arch over the cushion. Now press firmly into your feet, lift your hips and slide your cushion beneath your hips. Hopefully your strap is close by. Mine is not, I should know better. Hopefully your strap is close by. You might choose to take the blanket away from underneath the head or flip it one less so that you have less height underneath the neck and head. Keep your pelvis now relaxed on the cushion, but place your left foot over your right knee and then draw your right leg towards you. Either place the strap around your right shin, holding the strap, left palm through the gap, right hand around the right leg, or just hold onto your thigh, interlaced hands, and take some moments there. If your sacrum is not comfortable on the bolster, you might need to move it down a little with the bolster up underneath the ribs a little bit more to give the support that you need. Just check in with yourself and notice. Notice that the lower back is not pinching. Make sure that there's space. And we're going to take a minute with this figure 4 with the pelvis raised, getting deep into that left hip, even deeper than the square got into the piriformis. The breath is still delightfully even and soft. Beautiful. Take the strap, and if you can, just place it over your right foot and straighten the right leg. Pelvis is still on the bolster. Hold the strap with 2 hands and pull that right leg closer. The uterus will press against the base of the legs, the tops of the thighs. That's okay. Keep the figure 4 here and extend strongly through the right leg. You can draw the left leg as close as the body allows. Taking another minute and a half in this shape. Continuing to feel into the growing sensations in that left hip, the deepening into that left hip. Working intentionally through both sides of the body so that you can really feel where you're holding more, and maybe listen to the story of left and right, feminine and masculine. Beautiful. Five deep breaths, maybe increasing the intensity, feeling into the exhale, the oscillation of the joints with the movement of breath. Remove the strap, keep it close by, bend the right knee, place the foot to ground, softly land the left foot, and let your hips relax. Maybe place your hands into the inner groins, just feeling the energy moving through that left side particularly. We've opened up the kidney meridian. You may even feel the kidney meridian flushing out on that left side and down into the hip. Just a few more breaths to notice. Gently swing both knees to the right and then slide your right hip off the cushions. If you wish, take another cushion or blanket and place it between the thighs. Right waistline is over the bolster now. You can roll up your blanket that was underneath your head and tuck it into the crook of your neck. Reach your left arm overhead and open strongly into that left side body, breathing full breaths into the left lobes of the lungs. Once you're in this shape, let go and relax. Soften the palate and the jaw and the eyes, and sink into the pure delight of this shape. If you're holding tension into the inner hips and pelvis, relax it. Sometimes we don't realize until we bring our attention there and try to let go, and then we'll find that there's layers and levels that we need to move through. If for the last minute in this shape you want a little more, caterpillar your left palm back behind the head, stretch to the fingertips, and you'll find a gentle C curve from the hip along the ribs into the armpit and to the left fingers. Left fingers are now behind the cranium to increase the sense of stretch if you wish. You'll feel it into the deeper lymphatic nodes under the armpit as well. The breath will change in texture. Keep relaxing your right thigh and inner pelvis. Simply exploring the stretch through the ribs, the armpit, into the arm. The shoulder also enjoying a little bit of a stretch. You may start to get pins and needle feeling, a little bit of tingling the last 2 breaths into that arm. Gently lift the arm, bend the elbow, place your hand onto your chest, relax the left arm completely. It's just lying along your side body. Take a bigger breath with a longer sigh out. Place your left hand to the ground, gently rise. Come to seated. Your bolster behind you again. Slide the left shin up to the right thigh. Place the right foot over the left shin in a seated cross-legged position. Take some moments as you bring the spine to erect, closing your eyes and begin settling deep into your body space and noticing if everything has quietened down and it is easier to feel into that head, heart, and womb coherence. A harmonization that is sometimes difficult to find because our heads get too busy, too emotional, too frenetic, overthinking everything. Let go of the overthinking. Find the spaciousness, and your heart and womb will tell you the truth. Slide your left heel away slightly. Slide your right heel away and flex the foot. Your left leg is now perpendicular. Pick your right foot up and place it over your left knee. You now have shin over shin once again in Agni Sambhasana square. Once again, I'll stay upright, but this does not mean that you cannot bring the body forward and deepen the expression of this shape if your hips allow. Relaxing the shoulders and the head as well. You can always place a cushion over and find a little bit of depth that way. You just find your happy place where you can settle into some intensity and simply breathe into the hip space. Coming back into still point, seeking it and settling into it. Perhaps you engage with more depth. As we complete our final breaths here, the last half minute of being in the shape. Final breath out, relax the jaw. Feel that relaxation now through the shoulders also. And then gently pick up your right ankle and place the right foot on the ground. Slide your left heel to tuck right behind your right glute. Slowly arc your spine over your cushions, bringing your blanket underneath the head, rolled up underneath the neck for good support. See if you can now pick up your left foot, right foot, and slide it as high as possible onto that right thigh, left thigh. I haven't slept for many nights. I've had a son with a broken arm. Sorry. Right foot onto the left thigh in your cross-legged position. Again, may I advise a cushion underneath the right thigh if it's too intense. If your knees are complaining, make adjustments. You could even place the right foot back onto the ground in your cross-legged position if it is not comfortable on the thigh. If you're good, you can reach your arms overhead, framing your face with your arms, lifting the front body to meet the sky. Back body embeds and lifts into the viscera, feeling the heart, opening the line of the kidneys with the weight of the body on the cushions. Kidney meridians active, opening, breathful, and expressive. Relax your jaw, soften your face. Gently slide your right foot onto the ground, knee grasshoppers to the sky. Slip We're back. Yes, beautiful. And then from here, you can move the blanket away slightly if you wish. Otherwise, keep it where it is. And then press into the feet and pick your hips up and slide your cushion underneath your sacrum. Drop the sacrum into the cushion. If you want a little bit of support under the head, you can replace the blanket under the head. Notice the flow through the kidneys as you do this. Let the shoulders soften and relax. Your straps should be close by. You can now place your right foot over your left thigh. And if you wish, when you pick your left foot up, you can take your strap through the gap and wrap it around the shin to hold the strap with two hands. But if you find that it is easier to interlace your hands around your left thigh and get a good firm grip, then take your figure four with elevated hips with the wrap of the hands. Choose what works for you in this moment, but keep the strap close by. And just take some time in this shape, hips elevated, energy moving downwards now. Feeling into that right hip. Maybe it's more easeful than the left side was, or vice versa. Just noticing the differences for yourself. If you're holding tension around the shoulder girdle and jaw, keep relaxing that tension. This is where sometimes the strap can be helpful if you don't want to hold the thigh and the shoulders get tense. Then holding the strap can allow you to draw back into the shoulders, snuggling the shoulder blades down and into the mat. We'll take just a little longer in this variation of the shape. Take your strap now and see if you can just slip it over that left foot. And then grip the strap with two hands as you straighten your left leg. And from here, you can actually draw a little bit more depth into that right hip by swinging the shin closer towards the body, left leg long and straight, and gripping the strap quite strongly. Again, please be aware of holding tension in the shoulders, relax the shoulders. It's okay if the tailbone lifts off the cushion slightly, that's okay, as long as your shoulders are comfortable on the mat. Speed up, right? It can sometimes be great in the yin class to take a couple of sighs out of the mouth for deeper exhale breaths, and then settle back into the rhythm of the breath. And this just aids us in releasing any tension that might be in the body. Sometimes it starts to gather there again, even though we focused on relaxing deeply. It just creeps back in because it's so habitual. Take a little deeper for the last breaths if you can. Taking the strap away, bend your left knee, gently land your left foot, followed by the right. First of all, take some moments to simply notice. Notice the flow as you release through the kidneys. Roll now slightly onto the left side, place a palm on the ground, slide your left hip down onto the earth. Take your cushion, bring it between your knees, completely relax the knees. Side body over the bolster. Blanket wrapped into the neck. And now we reach the right arm overhead for your side body stretch. Taking lots of breath down that right side. The kidneys getting a good stretch on the right side as well. The diaphragm, there's so much space created for you here. Neck is completely relaxed, head is well supported. Notice if you're holding in the inner left thigh, particularly, let the glutes relax, the hip drop deep so that the right leg can completely let go on top of that left. For the last half minute, you might choose to caterpillar your right palm back, further back behind you, so that you open on a deeper C curve through the ribs, armpit. The right shoulder may be feeling it if you choose to open a little bit deeper. Relax the belly so the breath is received. You'll feel the stretch through that armpit. As softly as you can, begin to lift the right arm, bending the elbow. Gently place your hand on your chest, resting the elbow on the side body. Relax for some moments, softening out that right side. Place your hand to ground, gently, gently rise. And now to counter the longer back bend cycle on the bolster, you can take your legs, separate them slightly, stack your cushions on top of each other, make enough space for the belly, particularly if you've got a pee in the pod, and stack up as much as you need for your blankets. Ariel, if you have your sandbags, sling it over your shoulders. And oh no, you're traveling. You wouldn't have put your sandbag in your bag to travel. Apologies. 5 kilos hefting around, dedicated to yoga if that happens. Gently soften the torso forward, relax your face or forehead onto your props, and just let go into the deeper forward fold. Softening into the lower back, relaxing into the shoulders, face is gentle. The wings of the kidneys are now widening beautifully as we come towards the completion of this kidney meridian series. The hip opening as well. Such a beautiful shape for the mind to drop into the deepest, stillest pool of quiet. glorious minute in this beautiful shape. Slowly take your time, maybe even over 2 or 3 breaths. First of all, just lifting the torso slightly, head relaxing. And then walk your hands up your thighs, come up a little bit higher, take a breath. Gently opening the heart as you bring your hands behind you, leaning into the palms and suffusing the front body with breath. You might need to slide your cushions a little bit higher up the mat. Maybe bend your left knee and bring it into a pigeon shape. Swing the right leg behind you. Find pigeon on your left side. And then simply fold forward and over your cushions once again. It's always worth taking your time to find your perfect shape so that when you do settle in and commit, you can let go and relax completely. Listening to her story in that hip. Stories might go back years, might go back generations. We don't know. Just listen deep and carefully. And sometimes you'll get some surprises as to the images, the stories, the feelings, the sensations that come to you. One more minute of relaxing into the pelvis. Let the glutes go, the thighs become warm and soft. The front body yields into the cushions. Press your palms into the ground. Slowly raise the chest. Slide your left shin back. Work out the hips if you need to. Just little circling movements. Rolling through the spine, rocking, do what feels good. Right shin forward, left leg extends back. You're now in pigeon on the right side. And gently deepen again over your cushions and let go. Three minutes to receive the medicine of pigeon on the right side. 3 minutes to perhaps listen and contemplate if anything comes up for the masculine and feminine and the balancing to create union within your body. Last minute will be the second. Gently press your palms to the ground, lift the gaze, slide the right shin back, take your time, there's no rush. And giving yourself time to set up your cushions correctly is important. If you have a longer bolster, use a longer bolster underneath and then another cushion on top. Ariel, because you are now a master at yin and restorative, you'll know what to do with the props that you have available. And then taking anything else that you can, blankets, anything that you feel will give you the support that you need. You can turn around, lie back on your bolsters, soles of the feet together for a queen of asanas. Head well supported, chin elevated above the level of the clavicles, please. Shoulders relax and drape either side of your cushions. Arms relax down by your side. soles of the feet together, knees open. And once you have found the shape that gives you the best support, you'll feel this hallelujah through your body. Like, oh, that's it. And when you're there, let go and receive the magic of this shape. Deeply nourishing for the heart and the sexual organs. Again, a shape that can help us feel vulnerable to our open front body, but bring mind, heart, and womb into coherence. No longer telling a separate story, one from the other, but instead a beautiful sense of inner alignment. We are whole, we are aligned, mind, heart, and womb, so we are aligned to purpose, open to intuition, able to hear when we are moving away from our center, and easily navigate back and find our way home over and over again in the outside noise of the world, because our mind, heart, and womb comes together in harmony and communication over and over again until it is habitual, and no longer can you spin away. No longer can you be distracted by what's happening out there. You are centered, grounded, self-aware, and within your sovereign power. We are whole. We are light. Always may you walk in the light. Please, my friends, take as much time as you need in this shape. Relax deeply into it. Namaste.